Hello, my name is Malikar. Nice to meet you and welcome back to try through Daybreak. Okay, so time to the quests. Let's see. Yeah, you're the first one.
What are we waiting for?
I don't remember which part it was. I think it was around here.
Hello, sweetheart.
How you doing? Okay. Ah, it's him. Okay. Hey there, old man. You Bruno? Who are you? A Spriggan looking for work and with the right solution. Mind if we talk about the job? The job is exactly as I described in the position. I'm getting old, so I figured it was about time for me to sort things out before I pass on. I want you to get this thing back to its proper owner. Locked? Okay, but this isn't your photo, right, old man? That's right, this lock belongs to a stranger. I used to make my living as a thief long ago. I stole this. Just to be clear, I don't do that anymore. Life's taking its turns for me. I have actually heard about you, Bruno. You were a pretty famous thief. Rumor has it no lock had been invented you couldn't break into. So all the legends are from when you were young, so everyone thought you had given up. I guess the rumor was true. Oh, you know me? You could have said you so before, I better explain then. But whatever, it's been 20 years since I stole this locket. It ain't the thing you get money out of it, so I keep it with me instead of selling it. After hearing some rumors about you, Spriggan, I figure it better to see if you can return it before I just pitch in the trash. I left the window open. Okay. So, how about it? Would you take the job? Sure, I'll take the job. Obvious question, do you know where the owner is? I want you to return the lock to the boy in the photograph. Of course, it's been 20 years, so I'm sure he's that much older by now. Right, so he's in his late 20s now. So where's our guy? How should I know? Find it out is your job. Can't even throw me a bone here. I stole it when I was hitting the Mastery Hotel guest room over in Seidan. It was quite the event at the time from what I hear. The hotel staff may know more about it, so try asking them. Right, we're looking for hotel staff who know about their history. I assume you can handle it from there. Let me know once you return it. I will send over your payment then. There he goes. I guess our next stop is the hotel in Seidan. Let's go look into this. Sure got it.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Confirming your plans?
No, wait. I mean, yes, but wait.
What are we waiting for?
Because we did the rounds, we have an idea where the things are. Alright, here's the Maserati. 20 years ago, our old man snatched a dude's locked here. If we can find somebody who was working here back then that had it, yeah, but we can just walk up on us, that'd be a bit suspicious. Best of course action will be finding an employee and sort of working out our way toward that slowly. Hey, sorry to interrupt. We're from Arcan Solution and we're trying to dig up some info on a case that happened here. Do you remember any instance of a theft here at the hotel around 20-ish years ago? Theft? Let me think. I've been working here for a while, but I don't remember hearing about anything like that. Swing, and I miss them. We did have a major incident here 20 years ago, but I don't think it's what you're referring to. Oh, what happened? Well, I prefer to keep this on the down low, but if it helps the investigation... The 20 years ago, the hotel was attacked by a terrorist. Damn, even the capital gets photo shots every now and then, huh? Yet, it claimed the life of Senator Taylor and his family. The staff at the time had no idea what to make of it. Some of us thought it was some sort of conspiracy. Man, the whole family just wiped out like that. Well, we are not 100% sure. The government quickly swooped in and kept all the information under wraps. In truth, we still don't know if there were any survivors among his family. Oh, but now that I think about it, Senator Polanski may know more about the incident. He and Taylor were colleagues, I believe. Alright, thanks. I'll chat with him. Old man said he nicked some muddy locker. But that smelled like a cover-up to me. Maybe he had a hand in that attack too. Yeah, it's got me suspicious too, but let's do some more digging before we jump to conclusion. Our multi-party system is coming undone if the majority... Wait a second, I think square. Okay.
Let me ask you something.
Hey there, sorry to butt in. We are from Archive Solution and we're digging around for some info on an incident that happened here. Mind if we pulled you aside for a sec? I see. Well, yes, I don't mind. May I step away for a bit, Jennifer? Of course, I'll be here enjoying my tea. There's no tea. An incident, you say. What may you be referring to, and what will I know about it? It's about the Senator Taylor, that incident 20 years ago. Who told you? I have my sources. I got something to deliver to his next of kin, if he's got any. Actually, just to make sure, can you confirm this guy in the photo here is Taylor? It's been an age since I seen that face. That's him, yes. Colette. Old man wasn't just robbing that place, he was in cahoots with the terrorists. You mind filling us in on what happened that day? Well, if it will help your investigation, I suppose I can tell you what I know. Taylor was a fellow Republican Party member. He had and I weren't particularly close, but I respect him as a political ally. He was especially active on the subject of race relations. He had a flair for these passionate favorite speeches in Parliament. Real cock of the walk, huh? Yeah, but right at his highest, he got wiped out just like that. I will never forget that night. He was staying here for a family vacation. They came into the hotel in the dead of night and gunned him down in his sleep. I hear his son miraculously survived, but both he and his wife were killed. Man, I have no idea. Bunch of cowards couldn't beat him in a debate, so they shot him up by force. Do you know where the kid is now? I'm afraid I don't, sorry. But he was good friends with a man named Huck. If memory serves, he may be able to help you. Last I hear, he was living in Old Town. If his address hasn't changed since then, you can find him there. That rings a bell, don't you? Yup, our favorite old bathhouse left if I had to bet. 50 Mira says he's at the Loyally right now. And you are acquainted? Good, good, that should make things easier. Best of luck with your investigation. Taylor's sons deserve closure on that terrible, terrible day.
Confirming your plans?
No.
On my way.
Can we talk?
Hey there, you folks look pretty glum. What's going on? We're in the middle of an investigation, a political for our job, you see. Now I understand. You have left no stone unturned, eh? You have dug up a lot of stuff meant to stay buried. Anyway, yes, Taylor and I were good friends. We have debated about all sorts of things over drinks, like policies, to diminish, racial disparity and such. No kidding. Here I thought all you did was sweat it at the sauna. That's cause Hunk manages a well-established investment firm. People like that always have connection with the top brass calling. Goes to show you really can't judge a book by its cover. Huh, that's okay. I'd rather it stay like that. I prefer how people treat me when they don't know. Back on track, this guy's son is still alive, yeah? You got any idea where he went? That I do. His name is Roderick. After the attack, I believe he went to live with some relative in Altaria. As for what he's up for these days, I have no clue. Gotcha. Back to looking for someone who does, then. Actually, one more question while I still got you here. Do you know what happened to the culprit? Culprits, actually, but I do. There were two of them. They weren't on the run after a fact, but got caught sometime later. There are testimonies who suggest that there had been some friction for a while. They mentioned something about an intruder letting the kid away, and that they thought someone was selling them out. From what I understand, Roderick's own recollection of what happened is pretty hazy. I'm curious about this intruder letting the kid escape. An intruder? That's interesting. I think I can see the bigger picture now. Oh, now that I think about it, I may know somebody who had an idea about Roderick's whereabouts these days. You should talk to the editor-in-chief of the Tyler Times. She was all over that whole case back in the day. With any luck, she may still be keeping up with it. Won't hurt to us at the very least. Good to know. Hopefully it will save us the trouble of sniffing out the info ourselves. Thanks, Huck. On you one. I won't say no gratitude. I think some milk gelato will do just fine as thank after a long sup. Sure thing, I remember to hook up you with that. Guess the next stop of the investigation series tour is Tyrant Times then. This gig's been a big pain in the ass.
Confirming your plans?
No. Thank you.
Let's do this. Let me ask you something.
Hey there, Chief. Got a system right now. I was hoping we could talk about if you got a minute. Van Arkwright, we meet again. You know, any good reporter doesn't give up her scoops without a good reason. Tell me what brings you here and we'll take it from there. Oh, I think you will be pretty interested in this one. It's got to do with a terrorist case from a couple decades ago. I'm told you know about. You see, I see someone's done their homework. Yeah, earning you keep on his assignment of yours, I see. Alright, I'll bite. I tell you what I know. But in exchange you have to promise to report back on how everything turns out once it's over. Deal? Why? Thinking of turning this into an article or something? More or less. Certainly has the making for a story worth bringing to light. If it turns out I'm wrong, no problem. I'll keep it to myself. Works for me. You got yourself a deal. So as it happened, I'm still investigating the case, even if it's never been made public. Partly is to bring justice for the surviving family, but also to keep the pressure on anti-immigrated groups that will do such a thing. Suffice it to say, I'm well aware of what Roderick up to these days. Good to know, not quite beating around the bushes and spit it out. Once he grew up, Roderick became a young entrepreneur, and a promising one at that. He travels around cutting business deals, but he keeps Edith as his home base. I have interviewed him on a number of occasions over the years, but just as a survivor of that case, but also to discuss his business venture. Sounds like an impressive guy, must have inherited his dad's ambition to make a difference. I can try to call him on his mobile terminal and arrange a meeting for you if you like. I can't make any promises, but do you want me to try? Sure, appreciate it. Hi Roderick, how are you? This is the editor-in-chief Sullivan from the Tyrrell Times. Want to ask. You are all set? Luckily for you, he just so happened to be nearby. He said he will wait for you later at the terrace over by the station. Awesome, that works out perfectly. There's more, there's something else he was hoping you could do for him in return. He wants you to bring out your client, the owner of the clock, with you when you meet him. I get why he has that, but I got my doubles that Grandpa's gonna play ball. We won't know for sure until we ask him. We'll bring it up when we give him our progress report. Finger crossed, good luck Spriggan. Make sure to come talk to me once everything over. Yeah, I will. A deals is a deals. Alright, let's bring the guy up and things show on the road. Hey, this is Van Arkwright from Arkwright Solution. I want to ask. Great, see you then. How's it go? Didn't say much for now, we're just linking up at the Riverside Bridge. We'll find him on everything else we meet him in person. Fair enough, let's move.
Let's do this.
I don't know, maybe it was a teleportation there? I was hoping to hear from you, Spriggan, but I figure it won't be until you have returned the lock. What's this about? First off, I want to make sure we are on the same page. Let me give you a progress report on our investigation. Alright then, let's hear it. Well, you certainly pick up the trail quick. You say you robbed the hotel, but this photo is of two of the terrorist attack victims. Though you may have been the terrorist behind the attack, but I have changed my mind since. I guess it's you just did exactly what you say, robbed the hotel. Just so happened that you were in the middle of it when the place was hit by the terrorists, yeah? Those kinds of coincidences only occur in stories. But that ridiculous scenario is exactly what happened that day. Yep, which also means that the person we hear about that saved Roderick life. Oh, you make it sound more honorable than it was. It wasn't out to save a kid. My mind wasn't all the dead people at the time. I thought that, hey, with people dying all around me, no one will miss a thing or two. Man, are you a nice fella? Guess that locks one of those missing things. Even then, Roderick still wants to meet you. Wait, what? He asked us to bring you to him when we had over the lock actually. That's ridiculous. How do you want me to face him now? Worries writing all over you, man. You wanted to know what happened and whatever the kid's still kicking? And that's why you are hired us to get the lock back to him. If you ask me, you should stop shulking about and just talk to him. Damn it, it's not that easy. He just needs one more push. It's been best if he was honest about being the guy that stole the lock. But if he doesn't wanna, then maybe he could go under the guise of paying someone else? I don't know. I mean, meet him as a thief, pretend to be someone else. I mean, I guess which one will be good. I'm gonna choose the one that is bad. Don't think he will bite, but he may be inclined if he pretends to be someone else. Look, if you really don't want, so fine. You can just pretend to be someone else other than the thief that stole the lock. How do you figure? Whoever stole the locker, that they're someone else. You just happen to buy this in a black market somewhere. You saw the photo inside and figured it was important. That's why you decide to return the locket. How about it? Maybe easier meet up with him that way. Okay, I will go along with that. Sure. Could you guys be? We are from Arcry Solution. You are Roderick, I take it? That's right. I'm the only survivor of the terrorist attack you have been investigating, though I was only a kid at the time. Let me start by giving you this locket back then. Thank you very much, I'll be sure to treasure it. I take it you're the one that had it the whole time? Yeah, his name is Bruno. He bought it on the black market and has been trying to get it back to its rightful owner. Don't go getting the wrong idea, he didn't actually steal it from you. I see, that's a shame. What do you mean? You wanted to thank him. I wanted to mean the man who stole it for me 20 years now, so that I could thank him. That thank him? Why the hell would you wanna thank the thief that took advantage of you in the middle of a terrorist attack? I'm not gonna deny that what he did. But he also saved my life. He's a hero to me. Never hear someone call a thief their hero, but I guess there's a first time for everything. When I woke up that night, first thing I saw was two men standing by my parents' bed. Both of them drenched in blood. It was too late for my parents. I was so scared that I couldn't move. And that's when this old man showed up. A thief, really. As soon as our eyes met, he took my hand and led me out of the room. No hesitation. I will admit that I noticed him poking Mom's locked as we ran. Came to loot the place and wasn't gonna leave empty-handed, huh? But he still saved my life. Regardless of everything, he's my hero. And when he left, he asked me not to tell anyone about him. So that's why I never told the police or my relative about him. It's been my secret this whole time. Gotta give it to you, man. You are loyal even to the man who stole your things. To be fair to him, the locket's the only thing he took. Don't be an idiot, the only thing he took? He shouldn't have taken anything at all. A piece of shit like that has no business being anyone's hero. He probably just didn't think he was gonna chance an murder scene and took you without thinking. You know, maybe you're right, but that doesn't change the fact that he's the only reason I'm still here today. I don't want to ask any more of you, but if you even find the man who stole it, could you give him a message from me? Tell him thank you so much, you're still my hero to this very day. Sure, if he just so happened to run into you. I appreciate it. Now, I think I should be going. Thank you again, sir. I've done nothing to deserve your thanks. You sure that was for the best? Yeah, I am. He grew up to be quite different from what I thought he'd be. But an honest young man like that should be bowing his head to the criminal scum like me to begin with. If you say so. I'll be on my way then. I'll take sure to wire you your money later. Thanks. I really owe you for what you did. Talk about difficult old man. Hard agree, but hey, at least the job's done.
That's a wrap.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Okay, it wasn't bad. You know, it felt good for both of them.
Confirming your plans?
No, stop it. Kata. I know she was near us. Never
Off
mind.
we go.
All these shots are so nice.
Ah,
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie. Hey.
okay. Guys, we're gonna let it till here, so thank you very much for watching. And see you next one. What's gone? I don't know if you guys gone. What the hell?
All the lights go passing by, and all my thoughts they multiply. I see it flash before my eyes.